Hello students, today we will learn about HTML, the most popular language for creating web pages and applications. Internet, an emerging technology, has become a vital part of our life. It is the largest information base and has revolutionized the world economy as well as the society. Internet is a network of millions of computers which are connected to each other to share information and resources. Computers on the Internet are either servers or clients and communicate via networking protocol. The clients send requests to the servers and the servers respond immediately with the required data. Students, do you know the Internet began in the mid-1960s as a project of the United States Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. The servers stored files and information in the form of websites. These websites consist of millions of pages called web pages, which contain text, graphic, video, audio, and link to other pages called hyperlink. These web pages can be accessed by different users around the world by using internet connection. Have you ever wondered how these web pages are created? Which language is used to write these web pages? The answer is HTML. HTML is the most widely used language to design web contents for the Internet. In this chapter, you will be introduced to the basics of this technology. Students know the fact an intranet is a corporate organizational network that uses the same protocols used on the Internet to share files and send email. The only difference between the two is that an intranet is cut off from the outside world. Students, let me first explain you what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a complete code package that allows the user to create web pages that contain both text and graphics. It is a simple markup language that describes the structure and behavior of the web document. All the web browsers are designed to understand and interpret this language. Okay, let us analyze the acronym HTML. Hypertext. Hypertext is a piece of ordinary text that has been spruced up with a special feature of linking to other documents of web pages. So when you click on the hypertext, it opens a new web page. Markup language. It is a language that uses special symbols called tags to mark up a text document that instructs the browser how to display the text. Markup languages are solely concerned with classifying the parts of a document according to their functions, like indicating which part is the title of the document, which part is heading or subheading, and so on. Originally, HTML was developed with the intent of defining the structure of documents to facilitate the sharing of scientific information between researchers. Now it is being widely used to format web pages with the help of different tags. Okay, now let us talk about brief history of HTML. HTML started its journey in the early 1980s with GML, Journal Markup Language. In 1986, this language was modified and standardized and was named SGML, Standard General Markup Language. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee and his team redesigned this language and named it as HTML. The standard version of it came into existence in 1995 when HTML 2.0 version was announced. Later on, after 2 years, HTML 3.0 and then after 2 years, HTML 4.0 was announced. HTML5 came into existence around 2008. The two major organizations that were involved in developing HTML5 were W3C, World Wide Web Consortium, and WHATWG, Web Hypertext Application Technology Working Group. In this chapter, you will learn about the basics of HTML5. HTML5 constitutes the latest version of HTML. It is a markup language using which we can create a web page in an easy and convenient way. Now adding audio and video clips in the web page is as easy as including images, which was not possible in the earlier versions without the support of external software or plugins like Flash Player. With the Canvas feature, you can also draw images directly in the web page. All these attributes of this new version have added relevance and credibility to it. Let me explain you the tools to be used in HTML. We require two basic tools to work with HTML documents. HTML Editor for creating and saving the documents. Browser for viewing the documents. Students, let's know more. Tools like Macromedia, Dreamweaver, and Microsoft FrontPage can also be used to develop HTML web pages instead of writing plain text. HTML Editor. Mainly two types of HTML editors are there. WYSIWYG Editor. WYSIWYG stands for What You See is What You Get. This type of web editor allows a developer to see what the end result will look like while the document is being created. These editors provide various tools and graphical interfaces where the web pages are designed. While using a WYSIWYG editor, users may not require the knowledge of HTML commands as the elements, images, tables, lists, etc. can be placed on the interface and the required HTML code will be added automatically. For example, Adobe Dreamweaver, Amaya, Google Web Designer. Text editor. You can also create HTML document using normal text editors like Notepad or WordPad. Unlike WYSIWYG editor, here one is required to have proper knowledge of HTML commands to develop web pages. Browser. Web browser are used to view the HTML documents. Some commonly used web browsers are Google Chrome, Apple Safari, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Opera. Students know the fact Opera, a popular web browser by Opera Software, is known for its features like download manager, inbuilt phishing and malware protection, etc. It is also the default integrated browser for various mobiles. Students, let me tell you how to create an HTML document. To create HTML documents, we will use Notepad. Let us discuss how to create HTML document using Notepad. Open Notepad by clicking on Start, then go to Windows, Accessories, and then go to Notepad. The Notepad window will appear. Type the HTML code as shown in the figure. Click on the file, then go to Save option. The Save As dialog box will appear. Select the target folder to save the file and mention the name in file name text box with an extension .html. Click on the Save button. Viewing an HTML document. Here we are using Google Chrome. Unlike other browsers, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome does not have menu bar. So to open an HTML file, either you can opt for keyboard shortcut, that is Ctrl+O, or need to follow the below given steps. Enter the letter for the drive in which your HTML file is present in the address bar of Google Chrome. In our case, it is C. Press Enter key. The directories and files on that particular drive, C in our case, will be displayed as links in the Chrome window. Now navigate to the directory that contains the HTML file you want to open by clicking the inks. Click on the HTML file once you find it in the list. The file will be displayed in the Chrome window. Okay students, let's talk about tags, elements and attributes. HTML code is made up of elements, tags and attributes. Tags. Tags are the building blocks of a web page. They contain elements which define how the information on a web page is formatted or displayed. You can also include non-text items such as images, links, and lists on the web page using the text. Tags do not appear in the browser window, but they affect the display of the text and non-text items in it. Each tag in HTML follows specific rules and syntax. These tags are not case sensitive. For example, smaller letter tag name and capital letter tag name will have the same effect. The HTML tags or commands are inserted before and after the text. Each tag giving a specific instruction begins with a less than sign and ends with a greater than sign. For example, the tag for defining a paragraph is P. We use P before the block of text that we want to designate as a paragraph. This is the opening tag or the on tag. At the end of the text block, we place /P. This is the closing tag or the off tag. So, to define a paragraph, you will type the following in the text editor. Syntax P sum text /P on tag off tag. Students know the fact HTML tag is the outermost tag in HTML and is also known as the root element. Elements. An HTML element consists of an on tag, the content, and an off tag. The HTML elements can be categorized as container elements, empty elements. Container elements. The elements that include both on and off tags are called container elements. For example, B. This makes the text bold, /B. Empty elements. Empty elements contain only on tags. They do not have off tags. These elements do not enclose any data. Instead, they do some function on their own. For example, BR tags. It breaks a line and displays the text from the next line. Attribute. An attribute is a property that provides additional information about an HTML element. It enhances the functionality of a tag. An attribute is always specified inside the opening tag. All attributes consist of two parts, a name and a value. The name is a property that you want to set and the value is what you want for the respective property. Attribute value is always enclosed within quotes. We can use more than one attribute inside a tag. For example, the width attribute of the HR tag specifies the width of the horizontal line in pixels or percentage. By default, the width of the horizontal rule is 100%. So if we write HR width 50%, the horizontal line will cover only 50% of the page. Students, let's talk about rules for writing HTML code. Tags and attribute names are not case sensitive, so head and het have the same meaning. However, using lowercase is recommended. Container tag should always be closed because an unclosed tag can lead to undesired results. Values given to the attribute should be enclosed within quotes, especially if the value contains any blank space. Attribute value can be case sensitive. When the tags are embedded, that is, when you start a tag within another tag, you need to close the inner tag before closing the outer tag. For example, P, B, hello, /P, /B. Incorrect. P, B, hello, /B, /P, correct. Tag name should not contain spaces. For example, writing body as body is incorrect. There should be no space between smaller and greater in a tag. Students, let us discuss on HTML document structure. The general structure of an HTML document has two sections, head and body. Head section. The head section provides general information about the document. Example, the title defines a title for the page on the browser's title bar. Students, let's know the fact. The meta tag, which is placed inside the head element, is used to specify page description, keywords, and other metadata, information about data of the HTML document. Body section. The body section contains the text which gets displayed on the web page along with other tags and attributes. It includes text, graphics, and other HTML elements that provide control and formatting to a page, like fonts, paragraph, list, and other elements. Let us discuss the basic structure of an HTML document. The HTML document starts with HTML tag and ends with /HTML tag. Everything is written within these tags. If the commands are not enclosed in tags, then a web browser will assume the commands as text. The head tag is the HTML document header. It lies just below the HTML tag. It contains information that is important about the web page, but you cannot see it in the browser window. The head contains no text within itself. The title tag is to be given within the head tag. It contains the title of the document. The title is displayed on the title bar at the top of the browser window and not inside the window itself. The title should be short and include less than 64 characters. The body tag contains the contents of your document which gets displayed on the web page in your browser window. In the body tag, we use number of formatting elements, images, heading, list, and hypertext links to enhance the appearance of a web page. There are two basic categories of HTML elements used in the body tag: block level elements, text level elements. A block level elements take up the full width available and by default begins on a new line. These elements include tags like paragraph P, heading H1, horizontal rule HR, centering center. Text level elements are used to mark up bits of text. It does not start on a new line and only takes up as much width as necessary. These include tags like bold, B, italics, I, line break, BR. Okay, students, note that the main functional difference between these two types is that block level elements do cause line breaks, whereas text level elements do not cause line breaks. In the coming section, we will discuss some of the common HTML elements that are used frequently in an HTML document. Okay, students, let's talk about heading. This tag is used to define different headings levels in an HTML document. It is basically used to emphasize the text. There are 6 heading levels, H1 to H6. The H1 heading style displays the text in the largest size and is mainly used for main headings. The lower levels are used for subheadings and less important things. It is not essential to use these heading levels in hierarchy. These heading tags are written within the body tag of the document. Okay, let us understand about paragraph. To display a long piece of text on a web browser, paragraph element P is used, which marks a block of text as a paragraph. To mark the end of a paragraph, /P element is used. When you start another paragraph, the web browser will leave one line between the two paragraphs. Okay, students, let me tell you about line break element. Line break element splits the line and displays the text on a new line. It is like an enter key on a keyboard which takes the cursor on the next line towards the left margin on the screen. Line breaks are good for ending lines after short pieces of information, such as address. You can introduce a line break into your HTML document with the help of BR tag. This element has no end tag. Okay, let us discuss on horizontal rule. It is used as a separator between blocks of text. The HR element draws a horizontal line across the page. It is an empty element and has no end tag. Type HR where you want to insert a horizontal line in between the text. Students, let's talk about comment tag. So far you have seen that whatever you write inside body tag gets displayed in the web browser. Sometimes you want to write notes for yourself in an HTML document but do not want them to be displayed in the browser window. In such a case, you need to use comment tag. To comment the text, use this way. !learning HTML is great fun. Okay, let us talk about bold tag. The bold tag is used when you need to emphasize the text. Type B before typing the text that you want to display as bold and type /B after the text. For example, B, kids pool dash a computer course /B. Okay, students, let's talk about italics tag. To draw the attention of a reader on any important information, italics element is used. This element marks up the text in italic style. Type I tag before typing the text that you want to display in italics and type /I tag after the text. For example, okay students, let me tell you about cascading style sheets. CSS is a style sheet that provides a set of style rules for defining the layout of HTML documents. Using CSS, you can control the color of the text, the style of fonts, the spacing between paragraphs, size and layout of columns, background images, as well as a variety of other effects. Style sheets are designed to separate the presentation style of documents from the content of documents. This makes site maintenance much easier and provides more flexibility. The concrete benefits of CSS include control layout of many documents from one single style sheet, external style sheet, more precise control of layout, apply different layout to different media types, screen, print, etc. More advanced options and sophisticated techniques. CSS terminology. Property. It defines how different elements look on the web page. Font family, color, background, border, and the like all are examples of properties. Value. This is the value or the option chosen for a property. For example, value for the font family property can be font name like monotype, cursive, Times, Arial, etc. Declaration. A property and its value collectively is known as declaration. For example, color, property, green, value. Selector. It is the name of the HTML element to which we want to apply the declaration. For example, if we want to change the behavior of HR element, let us say its width should be 50%, then we should use HR as our selector. Rule. Selector and declaration collectively is known as rule. Okay students, let's learn the cascading style sheets. You can include the style sheet rules with an HTML document in the following given ways. Inline, the attribute style. One way to apply CSS to HTML elements is by using the style attribute. The style attribute can be used with any element in the body section, including the body tag itself. We can use any number of declarations, each one separated by a semicolon. For example, HR style equals to double quoted width, colon 50%, semicolon, height, colon 100, semicolon, background dash color, colon blue, double quote. This is not an efficient use of style sheet as the declaration is to be repeated with every element, even if the same style is applied on some other element in a document. Internal or embedded style sheet. This style has wider scope than the inline method. With inline method, the effects applied are limited to the element with which the style declaration has been specified, whereas in embedded style, the effects gets applied to all the elements of the type with which the style declaration has been specified. To create an embedded style sheet, we make use of style tag in the head section. External style sheet. In this method, we define the style rule separately in one file and then use it with an HTML document. An external style sheet is simply a text file with an extension .css. Like any other file, you can place the style sheet with its name, like style.css, on your web server or hard disk. This method incorporates two files. One file contains the style code only and the other file contains the HTML code. Let us use the style sheets to set various properties of body background. We will make use of embedded style sheets in this chapter. Alright students, let us talk about background properties. HTML allows you to set the background style of an element with the help of the following properties: color, image, repeat, position, attachment. Background color. This property is used to set the background color of the HTML element. Syntax: background dash color colon value, where value equals to color / RGB color code. HTML head title using background color property /title. Style type equals to double quote in text slash CSS double quote close. Body curly braces in background dash color colon yellow curly braces close. Selector property value slash style slash head body using the background color property and changing background color slash body slash HTML. Students, let's know more the different ways of colors. Background image. With this property, we can add an image in the background of an HTML document. Syntax background dash image colon value, where value equals to URL path of the image. HTML head. Style type equals to double quote in text slash CSS double quote close. Body curly braces in background dash image colon URL bracket in double quote in C colon slash users slash user slash desktop slash HTML slash teamwork.png double quote close bracket close curly braces close slash style slash head body. P. Teamwork is so important that it's virtually impossible for a person to reach the heights of his capabilities or make the money that he wants without becoming very good at it. Slash P slash body slash HTML. Background position. This property helps us in placing the picture or image at a desired place on the HTML document. By default, an image is placed at the top left corner of the element. Syntax background dash position colon value, where value equals to XPOS, YPOS or X%, Y% or top center bottom or left center right. X position, Y position specifies the horizontal, vertical position respectively in units of length. X%, Y%, horizontal and vertical position in percentage. Top center bottom or left center right. These keywords also specify the vertical and horizontal position values respectively. Values are to be chosen in conjunction from both the sets specified above. Background repeat. With the help of this property, we can set the repetition pattern for the background image. By default, the background image is repeated in both horizontal and vertical directions. Syntax background dash repeat colon value, where value equals to no dash repeat or repeat dash X or repeat dash Y or repeat. No repeat, image will not be repeated. Repeat X, image will be repeated horizontally. Repeat Y, image will be repeated vertically. Repeat default value, image will be repeated in both the directions. Background attachment. This property helps in either fixing the image in the background or make it scroll when the user scrolls the rest of the page. Syntax background dash attachment colon value, where value equals to fixed or scroll. HTML title background property slash title head style type equals to double quote in text slash CSS double quote close. Body curly braces in background dash image colon URL bracket in double quote in C colon slash users slash user slash desktop slash HTML slash flower.jpg double quote close bracket close semicolon. Background position colon top center semicolon background dash repeat colon no repeat semicolon background attachment colon fixed bracket close slash style slash head body background properties related to image slash body slash HTML. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. HTML is the most widely used language to design web contents for the internet. Internet is a network of millions of computers which are connected to each other to share information and resources. Two basic tools are required to work with HTML documents. HTML editor for creating and saving the documents. Browser for viewing the documents. HTML code is made up of elements, tags, and attributes. HTML elements are of two types: container elements that include both on and off tag, empty elements that contain only on tag. The general structure of an HTML document has two sections. Head section. It contains the title that identifies the first para of an HTML document. Body section. This is the section where we do most of the work. CSS is the style sheet that provides a set of style rules for defining the layout of HTML documents. We can include the style sheet with an HTML document in three ways: inline method, internal or embedded style sheet method, external style sheet method. HTML allows you to set the background style of an element with background properties.